Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of Doctor Strange.
Hello, Adam Ryan Donato.
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 Hello, Adam Ryan Donaldo.
Hello, Adam Ryan Donato.
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 Hello, hello. I am here to talk about the movie that will kick off the summer box office season, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, this is a sequel to Doctor Strange, but it also is kind of a sequel for Doctor Strange for the Spider-Man No Way Home, but it's also kind of a sequel for the WandaVision show and the What If show. It's a Marvel movie, so do your homework, everybody. That's the first thing I will say about this movie is I was not caught up with all my shows, and I'm happy that I got to see WandaVision and What If specifically, because both of those play a large factor into this movie. I mean, that's not spoiling anything. Wanda's right on the cover, and we're in the multiverse, which, what's the multiverse show? What If. So you should probably watch those. A big controversy surrounding this movie was Scott Derrickson left the project due to creative differences, which I am someone who always takes the side of the director in that scenario, because it usually means the director wanted to do some like cool shit and the studio was like, yeah, no, and they go with someone who's a lot more safe. I definitely feel that in this movie. This definitely feels like a Rogue One or like a Solo, more so than like an Ant-Man, because I feel like in Ant-Man, Peyton Reed was responsible for a lot more of the project than Ron Howard was. I like Scott Derrickson a lot. I'm a big fan of Sinister. The first Doctor Strange is not my favorite. I think it's very mid when it comes to Marvel movies. I don't really think that they understood the character of Doctor Strange until Infinity Wars, where I finally feel like he was used appropriately, especially when he was put up against Tony Stark. It was kind of a douchebag off. Tony Stark has a lot of personality, humor, and wit, whereas Doctor Strange feels like a more saturated douchebag version of Tony Stark. Seeing them play off each other is really enjoyable. I think the thing that doesn't work for me with Doctor Strange, especially in his first movie, is the humor with his character, because he's a lot darker, more serious. Like, he's a jerk, and that's what's interesting about him compared to everyone else. But then when he's sitting here popping jokes about Beyonce and crap, Scooby-Doo this shit, it's lame, it's cringy, and I don't care for it. Sam Raimi came in to direct the rest of this movie in the Multiverse of Madness. He's one of my favorites. He did the 3 Spider-Man movies for Sony, 3 Evil Dead movies, Darkman. He is known as a horror director, that's what people were excited about this movie. It's Marvel's first horror movie. I mean, yes, there are things in this movie that are really good horror sequences, and it's awesome, and it's creepy, and it's weird, and it's beautiful, and I love it. But no, this is still your standard Marvel, we're cracking jokes, and it's lighthearted. All the people that are commending this movie for being a Sam Raimi movie first, yes, there are a lot of moments where Sam Raimi shines through the Marvel formula. It's super enjoyable and unique, but a lot of this movie is your standard Marvel movie. The thing I said as my quote to the lady when I walked out was, fanboys will really enjoy this. They'll have a great time with it, but the uninitiated will be completely lost. Because if you do not do your homework, you will not understand most people's motivations or what's going on. I think fanboys rejoice with this movie because there's plenty of that Marvel referencey stuff everyone comes to see these movies for, and that's really why you want to avoid spoilers for a movie like this, because you're like, oh, well, I don't want the cameo to be spoiled for me. Which, I will say, the fan service stuff is done really well. You've got a collection of old but different, you have new, different. I'm trying not to spoil anything, but I think the fan service is done in an appropriate way, especially after my second viewing of Everything Ever All at Once. The multiverse stuff in this feels very tame. My flagship argument for this movie, which is my Letterboxd review, is it should be Scarlet Witch in the Multiverse of Madness, because it really is her movie. She is the best part about it. Now, Marvel is known for weak villains, but this is one where it almost felt like Civil War, where we had a character who was formerly a hero, someone that we know and understand and care about and has been developed. The only thing I guess I'm underwhelmed by is understanding her plan and her thought process through it all, because there's certain points, especially with how the movie is resolved, it's like, well, that's not how that works. Also, her and Doctor Strange, like, I get it, they know each other and they're like friends and they're cool with each other, but it's not that personal for them, even though they know each other. It's not as personal as I'd like it to be. It's a villain that I know, understand, and care about, and has been developed and has personality. It was very interesting, and she's badass in this movie. I've never cared for Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, and once again, I think he's the weakest part of his own movie. Honestly, his arc is so slapdash, and who cares? I was really expecting a lot more to come into play, especially with his episode in What If, especially when it comes to his internal struggle, but his internal struggle in this is so just basic, and it's in your face too. They keep repeating it. I don't really feel like it's really well resolved. Also, I really don't care much for his relationship with America Chavez in this movie. She's a young woman who is from another dimension. Her power is whenever she gets like afraid, she makes like star portals into another multiverse dimension and she goes there. I thought she was annoying and her jokes were cringy and it was all that like relatable humor. And also she just kind of felt like a MacGuffin of a character. It was like, oh my gosh, we're really in deep now. Oh, well, I'm afraid now. Now there's a portal. It just felt so convenient. She was a walking MacGuffin the entire movie. I just don't care for her character at all. I guess I wouldn't mind seeing her character going forward. Rachel McAdams is one of the weakest characters in the MCU. She's a lot like Jane Foster in the first two Thor movies. Like, she's the obligatory love interest. I really don't care about her at all. Wong's in this movie and he gets a little bit of time to shine. I really appreciated how they utilized his character in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I love how he's just popping up around all these places. Chiwetel Ejiofor, way underutilized, especially since he's such a great actor, and especially since the after credit scene in the first movie was like, all right, this is it. He's the guy. He's, we get it. He has a personal vendetta with Doctor Strange, and they touch on that in this, but he really isn't a central antagonist like I was really hoping that he would be. Overall, it's an enjoyable movie. I would be very surprised if someone put this as a 5 out of 5. I think it's a 4 at best. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3 out of 5. I think it's an enjoyable time, but it's not really something I really want to rewatch anytime soon. I could see someone saying this is a bad movie, but I generally enjoyed it. As someone who's a fan of Sam Raimi, I had a good, fun time with it. Definitely feels script-wise and universe-wise like they really threw this together. I really think that the saving grace here is certainly Raimi and Elizabeth Olsen. Everything else just feels so tired Marvel formula. I think people will be mildly satisfied with this. I think it's right around that Shang-Chi range. It's better than the first one, I would say, because I think that Sam Raimi has a better style than Scott Derrickson does. But that really is just a compliment to Marvel that they're able to make all right movie. I'm sitting here like acting like it's the worst thing ever because it was only a 3 out of 5 because I have such high expectations for them. This definitely makes me more excited for a movie like Thor Love and Thunder because that had one director who was there throughout the entire process, and it looks like it's focused on the main character, not other people. Tell me what you guys thought of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. 2 other things I want to talk about. Since this is a 3 out of 5, it's not going to make my power rankings because all those movies are 4 stars and above, so sorry. I would like to point out that the Avatar 2 trailer we got to see before the movie in 3D. It was gorgeous. It was short. It was gorgeous. Very beautiful. The special effects were great and the music was great, but we didn't really get much here, which is fine. We don't really need much. All we needed was like, hey, Avatar is happening. Look, see, here's the stuff. It's kind of like just the still images that we got a week ago, but they're just in motion now. So that's cool. Awesome. I can't wait. I'll be there day one. Thank you guys so much for checking me out here today. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that other crap. I have an Eternals review if you're Marvel pilled. Thank you guys so much. And oh yeah. We gotta do the thing so that we can stop the bad guy from, and I'm about to open up a multiverse of dimensions right here.